Okay, let's dive into this explainer. If you've tried to navigate the domestic healthcare system lately, you know exactly how exhausting it can be. I mean, we're talking about those endless phone calls with insurance providers, the shocking out-of-pocket costs, even when you actually have coverage, right? And those agonizing wait times just to get in the room with a specialist. It's a reality that leaves a lot of us feeling totally trapped. We get frustrated and we end up compromising on the care we desperately need simply because the local options are just prohibitively expensive or endlessly delayed. But what if the solution to this headache isn't fighting harder within a broken system? What if it's looking just outside of it?
Now, it's perfectly natural to feel a bit of hesitation when we talk about seeking medical care anywhere outside your home country. For a long time, the whole narrative around medical tourism kind of felt like a discount compromise, like something you did only if you had absolutely no other choice. Well, I want you to completely erase that outdated idea from your mind right now. Instead, I want to pose this alluring question. What if the absolute best care you need, the top-tier specialists, the modern facilities, aren't a world away? What if they're actually much closer than you think and way more accessible than you ever thought possible?
And that brings us right to our destination, Mexico City. But listen, we aren't talking about it as some budget fallback. We're talking about it as Latin America's best-kept secret for world-class medical and wellness services. Mexico City is a truly global, cosmopolitan hub. It combines incredible clinical excellence with highly modern infrastructure. This isn't about cutting corners on your health. It's about gaining a premium insider advantage where you're treated with the absolute highest standard of care available anywhere in the world.
To really grasp why this is such a game changer, we have to compare these two completely different healthcare realities. U.S. care is unfortunately practically defined by high costs, long wait times, and endless insurance constraints that dictate what treatments you're even allowed to receive. Contrast that with the reality in Mexico City. The care there is built on meaningful affordability, timely treatment, and highly trained specialists. In fact, many of these doctors actually have U.S. and international experience. It's an environment that allows for so much more flexibility, giving you access to care that might otherwise be delayed or completely cost-prohibitive back home.
Now, what's really interesting about this is the sheer scale of the financial difference. We are talking about a 20 to 70% cost savings compared to identical U.S. procedures. I really want that to sink in for a second. 20 to 70%. This isn't just saving a few bucks. This is literally the difference between draining your life savings or going into debt versus comfortably affording top-tier, world-class medical intervention. And remember, you're getting this massive cost advantage often without those exhausting wait times.
Okay, I know what some of you are probably thinking right now. Sure, the care is great, it's affordable, but traveling across borders for a medical procedure sounds incredibly daunting. Well, let's dismantle that geographical hesitation right here and now. From major U.S. cities, Mexico City is essentially a 3-hour direct flight. Getting there is so much easier than most people assume. Honestly, you can often fly to Mexico City faster than you can drive across your own state to see a domestic specialist. The accessibility is just incredibly convenient.
So the crucial point is addressing the most important factor of all, safety and quality. When you look at private hospitals and clinics in Mexico City, what you want to look for is JCI accreditation. Joint Commission International Accreditation is the absolute gold standard. It's international recognition proving that these facilities meet or even exceed rigorous global standards for advanced, modern technology and patient-focused care. Knowing this instantly removes the biggest barrier of hesitation. You aren't stepping back in time, you're walking into state-of-the-art facilities that rival or even beat the best hospitals in your hometown. Furthermore, healing isn't just about what happens in the operating room, right? It's about the recovery environment, and Mexico City absolutely excels here. It's a vibrant, global city that offers high-quality accommodations, world-class restaurants, rich culture, and famously warm hospitality. It provides this calm, incredibly supportive setting for your recovery. Instead of being stuck in a dreary, stressful domestic hospital environment, Mexico City's modern infrastructure and vibrant lifestyle actually turn a daunting medical trip into a truly comfortable experience worth remembering.
But look, even with all these amazing benefits, the logistics of traveling for care can still feel totally terrifying if you're trying to do it alone. Figuring out which doctor to see, translating documents, booking recovery hotels, it's completely overwhelming. That's why the solution requires a guide. As founder Charles Hancock so perfectly puts it, people need someone they can trust. It's an empathetic philosophy, sure, but it's grounded in absolute necessity. You need a trusted partner on the ground to navigate the complexities so you can focus entirely on healing.
And Charles Hancock knows a thing or two about building trust in complex situations.
For over 20 years, he specialized in navigating global complexity, managing risk, solving operational problems, and supporting teams in incredibly challenging environments across Africa, Asia, Latin America, and the Middle East. We're talking about someone whose entire career has been built on providing leadership and resilience in global health and security. He brings an immense, almost unmatched level of operational authority to the table.
Utilizing that vast operational expertise, he built Hancock Meridian. This is a premier health travel advisory firm based right there in Mexico City. Based on our source material, they operate as a premium solution, seamlessly bridging the gap between the patient and world-class care. They exist to help U.S. and international clients access this high-quality, affordable medical care by completely removing the complexity, the uncertainty, and the massive logistical headaches that usually come with seeking treatment abroad.
Let's see how this builds into a fully structured process. Hancock Meridian offers true end-to-end coordination. It starts with Step 1, a private consultation, to really understand your exact medical and wellness goals. Step 2, they connect you directly to trusted, highly trained specialists and facilities specifically suited for your exact needs. Step 3, they handle all the seamless logistics. Every single detail is arranged so you don't have to stress. And Step 4, ensuring you have a comfortable, fully supported recovery before heading home. They expertly guide the entire journey from that very first conversation to the final results. And this entire approach brilliantly illustrates their straightforward promise. Every question answered, every concern acknowledged, every service arranged. Your medical journey is tailored entirely to you as an individual. By taking that heavy logistical burden entirely off your shoulders, they give you the ultimate luxury in healthcare, the ability to focus solely on what actually matters most, your health and your peace of mind.
So we've covered the immense cost savings, the world-class JCI-accredited care, the proximity of a simple 3-hour flight, and the seamless end-to-end coordination provided by experts who actually know how to navigate global complexities. It's pretty clear that settling for a frustrating domestic system isn't your only choice anymore. The only question left is, ready to explore your options? Reaching out and starting a conversation with Hancock Meridian for a private consultation costs absolutely nothing. But as we've seen throughout this explainer, discovering Latin America's best-kept medical secret could quite literally change everything.